Hello YouTube, what is up, Eroctic here. In today's video I'm gonna cover few pro tips and tricks that I have learned during my PvP sessions in Far Cry 5. I'm not gonna cover basics because those basics you can learn by yourself in a couple of hours, and of course because I do not wanna waste your time, so here are my professional 5 tips and tricks that are gonna actually help you in Far Cry 5 PvP. Tip number 1. Always shoot the head. Oh wait, before you click the dislike button because of that tip, I have plenty of things to say in that one tip. In the Far Cry 5, headshot damage is absurdly high. If you shoot at someone's head in the effective range of the weapon, you're gonna one-shot kill them. And with this system implemented in the game, it is not even worth to even try to land a lot of body shots. Because even if you miss a lot of shots while you're gonna shoot in the head, that one bullet is gonna instantly destroy the target. Let's take for example shotgun. Shotgun is gonna most definitely kill if you point blank shoot somebody in the body, because it is shotgun. But if you already do not know, some of the shotguns in the Far Cry 5 are using buckshots and some of those are using the slugs. And for example, if you're gonna use the shotgun with the buckshots, only one fragment of that buckshot is required to hit the head and you're gonna instantly kill your enemy. And speaking about shotguns, I would strongly recommend you to use shotguns only that are using buckshots, because damage overall is absurdly high and you're gonna use buckshots for that spray and pray. If the shotguns are not your style, I would recommend to you to use any fast rate of fire weapon and always aim for the head. And I don't think I need to mention that, but I'm gonna mention it anyways. Weapons are not laser accurate in the PvP, since in most of the times you're gonna play with unmodded weapons, so I'm gonna strongly recommend you to use single or burst fire for the longer ranges. There are only 2 different scenarios where you should not implement this tip, and that is sniper gameplay, because snipers are gonna one-shot the target if you shoot them in the body, so you should always go for the body shot with the sniper. And the another scenario is any type of explosive damage. Noob tubes, grenade launchers, grenades, anything like that, you should always aim at the floor. Tip number 2. Jump a lot. Please take in a notice that this video has been recorded on the release of the Far Cry 5, and right now jump meta still does not exist. But eventually PvP meta is gonna naturally evolve. Overwatch. But since jumping has more positive than negative effects, I definitely see a lot of jumping in the future in the Far Cry 5 PvP. First reason is, it is a lot harder to shoot someone's head while he's jumping. The another great thing is, if you're on a high velocity and if you jump, you're gonna accidentally enter inside of the animation on jumping on someone's head. And the another thing that has a perfect synergy with jumping is automatic climbing. I'm gonna strongly recommend to all of you to stay on high grounds, because you're gonna start to move on unpredicted areas and it is gonna be much harder for the enemy to predict where you are. And of course it is gonna be much easier for you to see where your enemy is. And of course it is gonna be much easier for you to jump on somebody's head since you're on the high grounds. So much synergy in only one tip. Tip number 3. Be aggressive. And what I mean by be aggressive is never stop moving. No matter what weapon you're using, just move. Use your shift permanently down, because this is fast-paced PvP. And even if you manage to kill somebody while you're not gonna move, the person that you have killed knows your exact position and he is gonna easily hunt you down. The another thing that is really complementing aggressive playstyle are item pickups. In the Far Cry 5 PvP, bulletproof vests are playing a big role. Those bulletproof vests are gonna give you additional hit points, and sometimes by some miracles, by the power of the broken netcode, you're gonna actually survive some headshots. And with the aggressive playstyle, after you survive the gunfight and your enemy damages your armor and your health, it is gonna be easy for you to pick up another bulletproof vest. And of course, with jumping a lot and with rushing a lot, it is gonna be really easy for you to dodge a lot of headshots. And speaking about item pickups, let's jump on the tip number 4. Learn the map. Thanks to the fast playstyle, it is gonna be really easy for you to learn the map. And no, I'm not talking only about the structures there on the map. You will also need to learn player spawns, weapon spawns, item spawns, because it is gonna greatly increase your map awareness where the enemies can be, and by the way, learn on your own mistakes. Every single time when you die, pay closer attention where your enemy is, so on the next respawn you can use that position on your own advantage, because positioning and good corner peeking is gonna greatly increase your kill-death ratio. Last but not least, always take weapons with modifications. In one of my previous videos I have already covered one of the weapons, and there was one thing that really caught my eye, and that thing is called weapon modifications. There are 3 different weapon modifications that can be placed on the weapon: scopes, silencers and magazines. And every single time when you're picking up the weapon or in a game or on the respawn, you can see that weapon has modification if you pay closer attention towards the icon. Weapon modifications on the icons are colored yellow. And if you're thinking that scope is gonna help you only because it is easier to aim, you are wrong. Scopes are gonna greatly increase the range, efficiency and accuracy. So always pick a weapon with a scope over the weapon without of the scope. Another great weapon modification is weapon magazine. It is gonna greatly increase your damage overall, because you're gonna end up with more shooting and less reloading. And of course there is one more weapon modification: silencers. When you're shooting the weapon without of the silencer, your name tag above your head is gonna instantly appear and your enemies are gonna know exactly where you are. Although if you're using the weapon with a suppressor, that is not gonna be the issue, but me personally, I would strongly recommend you to use magazines over the suppressors and optics over the magazines. What is the point of having a huge magazine if you are missing a lot, right? And that's pretty much it. I really hope that I have helped you with those tips and tricks that I have shared with you guys. I hope I didn't waste too much of your time. If you wanna see more of me, you can check my previous videos. I'm also live on twitch.tv/Eroctic. Let's go, we can do this. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Ding 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 ding! One more tip, boys. Since you're the person that likes to watch video until the end, I'm gonna give you the most ridiculous and the most overpowered tip that exists in the Far Cry 5 PvP right now. Tip number 6. Some of the maps have a hidden consumable on the characters. You see, majority of the maps are created by players. And right now in the beginning there is not that many great maps to play. In the future there is gonna be much more better maps to play, but right now we have what we have. And there was that one specific map that really caught my eye. I think it was called Ancient Ruins or something like that. I have opened the consumable tab on my character and guess what I found? I found consumables. So every single time when I started the match I have used defensive consumable because it is decreasing a lot of damage from your enemies. So make sure every single time when you start a custom map match, check every single class, because players that have created the map have a privilege to put any item on the character class, which is gonna give you great advantage over your enemy. I hope that one day Ubisoft is gonna patch that and they're gonna disable that ability, since it is really hard for newer people to even understand what the hell is going on over there. Or at least they're gonna add some icons on the role select, but maybe after this video people are gonna be a little bit more cautious. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're searching for the squad buddies, you can check my Discord. Also, the link is in the description. Our community is pretty friendly, so feel free to join us. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Eroctic out.